Reaper, my guy. You talk or you pay.
Oh, shit.
You know why that scare you?
Because it would hurt?
No!
No.
Now, you give up information. You smelling mouse.
What the are you talking about? Seriously, guys, I don't know what's wrong with you right now, but clearly you got some intel.
Come on, he's one guy!
Does that hurt? It looks like it really hurts.
As soon as you talk, mouse man,
Why do you keep calling me that?
don't move.
That was hardcore.
Enough bull. Talk! Family is after tiny fucking mouse man who smell very bad. Plus, the
No, fuck. It's an impeccable atmosphere.
I'm not gonna let you ruin it, like you ruin everything else.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why don't you ask him?
Peter Stryker,
Any chance you can just drag him out of here?
if he's willing to come. Look at the camera, the lights, look at the way that we're taking it.
The story begins with Pete, a skilled assassin, sitting in a social support group. For the first time, he opens up about himself.
But when I work, man, there's a charge.
Pete admits that he's addicted to killing, and that every mission leaves him feeling emptier than before. Even after completing his boss's latest assignment, the weight of it still haunts his mind.
You've got the fate of another person in your hands. I know you.
Beneath his calm words, Pete struggles with guilt and the growing fear that he may never escape the violent life that shaped him. His latest mission is to eliminate his boss's rival named Angela in Las Vegas. But when he arrives at her apartment building, her bodyguards suddenly ambush him. After defeating them, Pete storms into Angela's office, only to discover that the room is empty. The story then shifts to Mateo, the leader of the assassin organization, who is mourning the death of his son. During his grief, Mateo receives a call from one of his subordinates, who informs him that they have discovered a hidden listening device inside the office.
Who was last seen in my office?
Pete.
Furious over the betrayal, Mateo immediately orders his men to track Pete down and places a $500,000 bounty on his head. After saying goodbye to the members of the support group, Pete wanders the streets, only to be knocked out by Mateo's men. Moments later, Pete wakes up and learns that his old friend Yuri is the lead of the enforcers. At first, Pete thinks it's a joke, until the furnace fire reveals torture tools. Realizing their intent, Pete strikes first.
Come on, he's one guy!
The fight turns desperate and only ends when Yuri collapses from blood loss. Despite everything, Pete calls an ambulance for him before slipping away. Soon after, Pete seeks refuge in a bar run by his ex-girlfriend, Maura, who also happens to be Mateo's daughter. Their reunion is tense, but Orlando, a hulking assassin with a personal grudge, storms in with backup and cuts it short. Together, Maura and Pete take down the attackers in a brutal hand-to-hand brawl. Orlando refuses to give in, sneering that Maura is out of bullets, only to be knocked down once again. Still, Maura warns Pete that she won't risk her life for him anymore. Shortly afterward, Pete tries to catch a taxi home, but another squad of assassins abducts him. Their leader, Ming Ju, an old rival, presses him to confess.
Look, I'm sorry, man.
You sorry as I was? You were my finale. Thousands and thousands of dollars.
I'm so sorry.
Pete notices their stun batons and launches a daring counter. After defeating all of them, Pete leaves the car in flames of chaos and drives off into the night. He drives to his old friend Christos. However, Christos is still convinced Pete is a traitor, and the old friendship crumbles into violence. The fight ends abruptly when Christos' girlfriend calls. After hanging up, Christos slowly clears the doubts in his heart. In truth, he and Pete once shared a close bond, so close their families trusted each other. But Christos had long felt Pete was selfish. He had invited Pete to his home many times, yet Pete never came.
You matter to me.
Van, I'm sorry.
To Christos, it seemed that in Pete's eyes nothing mattered outside of missions. Christos reflected carefully. If Pete truly wasn't the traitor, then the only solution was to uncover the real problem and make peace with the boss. Otherwise, the number of assassins chasing him would only grow. Pete still believes he didn't do anything wrong, but he can't deny that Christos has a point. Meeting Mateo directly is impossible, so the only chance is to persuade Maura for help.
Hello again?
After leaving the docks, Pete rushes to find his ex-girlfriend. However, when Maura hears he has just come from Christos, she cuts him off coldly. Peter tries to play it cool, but Maura sees right through him and calls him out. She forces him to confront a harsh reality. Everyone else has a family, a career, and children, while Peter has sacrificed everything to become the world's deadliest killer. She tells him that once he dies, his reputation and body count will be forgotten almost instantly. As Peter starts making excuses, a blow dart suddenly strikes him in the neck.
Are you f***ing kidding?
In the drug-induced haze that follows, he finds himself back at the Workaholics Anonymous meeting. Just as he is about to speak, everyone in the room pulls out guns and points them at him. Peter jolts awake to find Maura laughing at his reaction. Suddenly, the front door is kicked open, and another group of Mateo's men storms into the house.
Look at the camera, the light action. Look at the plan, look at the reaction. Look at the way that we take it, the way that we battle it. Look at the way that I roll. Look at the way that I roll. Look at the way that I love. Let me hear it. The way that we drop in the bags. Look at the way that I ride. Standing so stiff like.
After the chaos dies down, Peter finally decides to walk away from the hitman life for good. He tells Maura that he wants to marry her and have the 3 daughters they once talked about.
I want to start a family with you. I want a life.
Such a deflecting idiot.
Maura pulls out her phone and decides it is time to call her father and settle the situation once and for all. Mateo is already furious over the failure of Peter's men when he receives the call and learns that Peter is with his daughter.
You. After everything I've done. Bringing you in when you were just a wet, lonely stray on the street.
He orders Mora to bring the traitor to him immediately. Peter denies betraying the family, insisting that he loves both Mora and the organization and has never done anything to harm them. Matteo warns him to stop testing his patience and gives him until dawn to prove his innocence. Otherwise, he will raise the bounty on Peter's head and turn the hunt into a nightmare. After the call ends, Mora suggests that the only way to clear Peter's name is to eliminate their rival boss, Angel. Peter agrees that it is their only option. Angel has been a constant problem for Matteo for years, and if Peter can take him out, there is still a chance everything will be forgiven. Armed and desperate, Pete infiltrates her stronghold while Mora provides sniper support. Inside, Pete takes down guards with brutal efficiency, using sticks, grenades, and raw strength. But the deeper he goes, the tougher the opposition becomes. Soon, he faces Angela's deadly right-hand man while Mora faces Angela in her office. Finally, Pete suffocates him with a plastic bag, ending the duel in grim silence. Angela nearly chokes Mora to death, until Pete bursts in and overpowers her. Mora delivers the final revenge, forcing her brother's killer to swallow a deadly pill. Angela writhes and collapses, lifeless. By dawn, the mission is complete. Pete and Mora return scarred but alive, their bond rekindled. Matteo reveals he orchestrated the ordeal to test Pete as his successor, and he has proven his loyalty to the organization. This stunning revelation brings our story to an end. Subscribe for more dramas like this, and don't forget to like this video, it really helps the channel grow.